What's up everybody, I'm quickly interrupting ahead of this video. Welcome to the channel of course, but quickly wanted to shout out the Signal group we have, which is a group in which I share all of my trades. For example, also this maker trade that we took over the course of this week. But we also, for example, bought Bitcoin at 101,000, which hopefully it's still trading higher at this point of time, but it went to 107,000. But I also released a new trading guide in which I fully explain one of the main strategies that I use to trade. So not only will you get profitable signals, you're also able to learn how to become a profitable trader yourself. So if you want to join, if that sounds interesting, links will be down in the description. For now, enjoy the video. Bye. Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome to this new video in which we're going to be talking about altcoins, the general altcoin market right now. Alright, so usually I call these alt season updates, but I don't think we are in an alt season right now, obviously. And honestly, I don't, but I've spoken about this in almost all of my altcoin updates. I don't think we're going to get an alt season like we have seen that before in 2020, 2021, and then also before that, of course. So yeah, but we are going to do a full update on altcoins today. Obviously, overnight we had a severe escalation geopolitically between Israel and Iran, and that has pushed altcoins down right here. And that has also changed my perspective a little bit. Not only the fundamentals, but also the technicals and the reaction to certain levels right here from others, right? Because the chart we're looking at right now is others, right? So that's the total crypto market cap, excluding the top 10. So basically all of the market caps of altcoins together. So that gives you a good idea of how altcoins in general, right? So this is very generalized. There's always altcoins that underperform, and there's altcoins that overperform, but in general, this gives a good idea of what altcoins are doing. And but not only the fundamentals, the technicals, but also looking back at some of the previous summers have changed my mind on what to expect right here for altcoins. What I said earlier this week is that we had a chance to reclaim and break back above $250 billion right here in total market cap, which is what we did right here. But right now, if you take a look at the price action, like, yes, I mean, if we're able to reclaim 250 billion easily from here, we could still get into some sort of an uptrend, but then we also very, very quickly get into this major resistance level here at $280 billion, right? For which you also need a lot of momentum to break above that. And I would say, and I'm not sure if any of you have the same experience, but I would say if I look at the momentum that we had across the markets in the last 2 weeks or so, like, yes, at times there was a lot of momentum, definitely true. But was there enough momentum to break out of this yearly rolling VWAP? And was there the same momentum as what we had during the month of May? The answer, in my opinion, is no. All right, and then if we take a look at the technicals, whereas first I could make the arguments that we were still trending up, now it's quite clear that on the daily and the 12-hour time frame, EMAs are flat. EMAs are not really respected anymore. It's more likely we are going to get into some sort of a consolidation. And then when we're talking about the seasonality of altcoins performance, if you go back to all the previous summers in the last 3 years, they were always relatively flat. And then within that flatness and within that range, there were some bigger moves. And for example, last year, August, we had those recession fears with unemployment rate data that came in like 0.2% higher than expected, which is quite major, even though it sounds like nothing. Like, yes, there will be deviations, but at this point of time, it looks more likely to me that altcoins in general are going to remain relatively stable. And I would say that that's actually not a bad thing, right? Because then at least you also have some security in knowing at which levels, altcoins are close to topping out, and at which levels altcoins are close to bottoming. But that is what I would say is most likely right now. That's in line with the seasonality of crypto. That's in line with the fundamentals, which, there's certain fundamentals that are quite good for the markets. There's other fundamentals, such as this geopolitical tension, that's bad for crypto. But it's also in line with the technicals right now, right? So what that means is that for altcoins, what I expect is ranging price action for the next couple of months. And now this could change, right? I mean, if the fundamentals change, if we get some very constructive price action in the next 2 weeks or so, we could still have a rally over the course of the summer or later this summer. But as it stands right now, given all the data that we have, all the variables, I would say that's most likely, or at least I would say a range is most likely. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know for now. So if you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.